Hello and welcome to Indian Thinker. Today is the day when West superpowers will closely observe India because India just did something no other country dares. It invited Putin to Delhi while the entire West is trying to destroy his economy. The US hit India with 50% tariffs. Trump personally demanded India abandon Russia. And India basically said, "No thanks, Putin's welcome here." Here's why this single visit might reshape global power forever. The defiance escalates today. But here's what makes this genuinely significant. This visit is happening at a critical moment. India is under unprecedented pressure from Washington to reduce Russian oil purchases. The US has sanctioned Russia's two largest oil producers, Rosneft and Lukoil, which supply over half of Russia's crude exports. Indian refineries responded. They've already reduced purchases. Oil shipments to India have dropped significantly. So Russia is desperate, and India is facing a choice: bow to US pressure or reaffirm its partnership with Moscow. By hosting Putin for a state visit right now, with senior Russian oil executives in his delegation, India is essentially saying, "We're not abandoning this relationship, we're deepening it." This visit is India's answer to Trump's ultimatum. What's actually on the table? So, what will Modi and Putin actually discuss? According to official statements and background briefings, 5 major areas. First, energy. Russia wants India to keep buying oil despite US sanctions. India wants stable, affordable supply. Both need this to work. Russia needs the revenue. India needs cheap energy. Expect announcements on long-term supply contracts and possibly new payment mechanisms using Indian rupees instead of US dollars. Second, defense deals. This is where it gets interesting. India is keen to discuss purchasing Russia's Su-57 fifth-generation fighter jets and the advanced S-500 missile defense system. But here's the reality. Russia's own Su-57 production is extremely limited. Only 42 built so far, all needed for Ukraine. India also faces delays on the S-400 system it ordered in 2015, which is still arriving because of Western sanctions and supply chain issues. So, will these deals happen? Possibly. But Russia's capacity to deliver is questionable. If a deal is announced, it will be more about India's confidence in Russia's future than an immediate supply of aircraft. Third, diversifying trade. India and Russia currently do $70 billion in trade, but most is Russian oil. They want to reach $100 billion by 2030 with new products. Expect announcements on market access for Indian marine products and agricultural goods into Russia. A labor mobility agreement allowing skilled Indian workers to migrate to Russia for IT services and other sectors. Fourth, military logistics. Russia has already ratified RELOS, a reciprocal exchange of logistic support agreement. This allows Russian military aircraft and warships to access Indian ports for refueling and maintenance during joint exercises. India gets reciprocal access to Russian facilities in the Arctic, opening new strategic possibilities for the Indian Navy in the Arctic region. This formalizes military cooperation that used to happen on a case-by-case basis. But it's not permanent Russian bases or large-scale troop stationing on Indian soil. Fifth, nuclear cooperation. Russia is already building India's largest nuclear power plant. Discussions will likely expand to small modular reactors, a long-term technology partnership beyond immediate politics. Why this matters?